Look at that. Hey, it's Steve Tomaszewski. We're back live with the Soldiers Family TV and radio talk show with our new guest from SEARS, Christina Dibble. We got her name up there. We're going to start recording right now. We get one more stream. And boy, we got it all going, Christina. Got them all going. Let's sit back here for a minute. So we got a 5-second delay here. Christina, thank you for being with us today. Outstanding. And you yourself have a little bit of a military background, if I remember correctly. And what is your military background?
Sure. So I was in the U.S. Army from 1998 to 2008. I was in the reserve for the first 6 years, and then I was in the National Guard for my final 4.
And then there's a young man you know quite well also.
I know a few of them. Which
okay, the one that might be that ring right there.
Yeah, my husband.
His first name?
His first name is First Lieutenant.
First Lieutenant. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start.
First Lieutenant Michael.
Hi, Michael. Just a quick shout out to you out there. We appreciate the whole family. And so you come back here today, and what we're excited about is what you do for SEARS World Headquarters here. Tell our friends and family out there today what you actually do for this corporation.
I look for people that served in the military to come to work for SEARS Holdings. So whether that's in one of our Sears or Kmart stores or here at Hoffman Estates in a corporate role or loss prevention or inventory management, I look for people that served.
Okay, so you're a veteran. We're going to put this right up on the website right now, and they may not be able to call you directly, but they may be able to go to the website. We're going to put that up for everybody to see right here, and here we go. And maybe we'll just ask you, what is that website they're going to... And people, you know, they get a little turned off sometimes about going to a website, but let's start there. And what is that website that they would start going to?
www.searsholdings, that's holdings with an S.com/military.
Okay, so now they go there, and they go, good, you're hiring. They send in their resume, and what happens from there?
Their resume will get sourced over to me. And I'll look over your resume. I'll make sure that your skill set translates. A lot of times when, you know, former service members put together a resume, we don't translate it well so civilians can understand what we do and what kind of value we bring to the companies. And then I send that over to our recruiters, and I advocate for our service members.
Okay. Now, when you say, you know, a friend of ours works with a company called Veterans in Transition, or their MOS skills, there's actually another website. Thank you. There's another website that helps to translate. It's called Helmet to Hard Hats. And it will take their MOS skills and tell the folks what MOS is.
Military Occupational Specialty, and then there's also ratings and specialty codes.
So, you know, go to SEARS, you know, and the website again is?
www.searsholdings.com/military.
Okay. So you're going to start there. But now, you know, we're going to say there has to be a finite number of positions open at SEARS. It's just not, I mean, 300,000 is phenomenal. But let's say there is only X. And, you know, how would they get it? Is there a response built in that they received the resume? Do they actually know the resume got through?
So it's sent to our website, and then the recruiters will be notified that somebody has applied to the job. It's very important that service members, when they apply, they self-identify as veterans.
Okay.
So that would be...
Because that's voluntary information, right?
Exactly.
You can't demand it, but you can ask for it.
Right. So that's a really great indicator to me that this is somebody that served in the military, and it gives me the opportunity to advocate on their behalf.
And so here's a hard question. I hope I'm not going to put you on the spot here. But what if you're the spouse of a military veteran, and you really can't, you know, designate or delegate that you have to hire veterans? That's not America. But, you know, you will give them, you know, a good first look. They actually hired you to do that. But what if you're the spouse of a veteran, active or retired? You know, can they go to the same website, military, or what website would they go to?
Absolutely. You can go to the same website. And
which is? I'm going to have to say that a few times.
www.whiskey.searsholdings.com/military.
So even the spouse or significant other can go to that website?
Absolutely. And I'm really glad you brought up military.
Thank you.
We consider military spouses a big part of our military workforce, and we welcome you to apply. We also have career portability built into our HR policy.
What does that mean, career portability? It sounds like a big word.
Well, if you're the spouse of a service member and your service member gets PCS to a new military
PCS explanation, please.
permanent change of station,
Okay, not TDY.
not TDY.
Temporary duty assignment.
So let's say you're working at a Kmart store in Fort Bragg and your service member gets changed over to Fort Leonard Wood. You can take your job with you, and if there's availability at a Sears or Kmart store, we'll try to accommodate.
Now, the number we said before, you may not know this, but I'll just ask it. You know, does that 30,000, is that just the veterans, or does that include the significant other or spouse?
It includes, so far, just veterans.
Okay, just the veterans.
Just veterans.
All right. So now, you know, and one of the things I want to make clear here for you is that, you know, in today's economies, we see this all the time. Somebody goes, well, you know, I don't want to do that. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You know, getting a position today with a corporation like Sears or Kmart is a good foundation. And not to sound, you know, a little strange or anything, but even if you were to work here 5 or 10 years and move on, what a credential. We just had Tom Aiello on, who came from Leo Burnett, one of the world's leading advertising companies, which led him to Sears. So you have this back and forth motion. You're in a Fortune 100 company, if not Fortune 50. So, you know, all the stigma that goes out, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Really? Okay, what are you doing? And we want to address one thing with our veterans out there. You know, get a starting point. You know, do it for a few years. Okay, you need some new civilian training. And what you don't know is young ladies like this, women in business today, Christina, I'm sure, could work any company or corporation that she wants to. She's chosen to work here. That's a big difference. And young men and young women who come here, people like Mike Salbert, we go down the line, Phil Dana was here, all these other people that are out there. You have a Fortune 100 company, if not a Fortune 10, giving you the opportunity to start your new business career after the military, or even do it if you're in the reserve.
Correct.
Okay, so you know, right now, can you think of a recent hire that you just had that came through that you thought may have never even had the opportunity, that maybe they went in as a private, they came out as a private, or a lance corporal, something like that? Just ring a bell. Do you have a story you can share with us?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we like stories.
Tons of those. We recently hired a sailor named Jimmy Beeman who got out of the Navy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. He's just had a baby, so.
Okay, he had a baby. Okay.
His wife was also
Okay.
in the Navy.
Okay. Go Navy! Sailor's family. We're changing that. Remember.
Michelle Beeman.
Okay. Hi, Michelle.
He got out of the Navy. I don't know.
Okay. 2 minutes.
So he got out of the Navy and he didn't know what to do with his Navy skill set. He'd done a lot of great work in logistics, and he was in the quartermaster. So we were able to bring him in and put him in an inventory management role. So he oversees our televisions, and he just keeps.
Is this at a store or a location?
This is here at the corporate location.
Okay, so you have a person. How did he find out about this? Can you relate that? He go online and put the resume?
I think he went online and he did a search for military-friendly employers and found GI Jobs and saw that we're a top 50 military-friendly employer, and that's a lot of our military applicants just find us that way. Just do a Google search and you'll find Sears.
So literally from a search to working at Sears World Headquarters. And, you know, there's a lot of positions out there, and I get a chance to talk to a lot of people here, especially with your associate military network. You know, they're not all senior vice presidents. You know, get the job, start somewhere. And I got to make that real clear to people. You know, you may not be able to start as senior vice president. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. But, you know, a top Fortune 100 company, stable and growing. Isn't that where you want to be? And you're saying, well, gee, I have a chance. And here's a young lady. And is there an email that they can contact you at?
Absolutely. military@searshc.com.
Oh, that's even better than Tom's email. That's great. Let's say that one more time.
military@searshc.com.
And you know what? You've got to start somewhere. And here at the friendly confines, if you're at Wrigley Field or Sears World Headquarters, you have a place to start. Someone's willing to listen, and you need that. Take the chance. Go to the website. Send Christina an email going, gee, you know, I sent in my resume. Well, you know, you have to be able to have that good resume, and you might just need a little bit of help there, right, Christina?
Absolutely.
To go through there. And so we want to say to everybody right now, we're coming up on the end of the show, that, you know, what a privilege it has been to be here today with Tom Aiello and Heroes at Home. I mean, go to Sears.com/ Heroes at Home. Start there. Go to Sears or Kmart and donate $1. I mean, it will help. And now you even know that they're tracking it. Here, the young woman sitting next to me, been there, done that, through the United States Army with her husband, sitting right here going, I'm trying to help you. Good start at Sears.com. Give us that address again for the website.
www.searsholdings.com/military.
Doesn't get any better than that. And we said this to Tom earlier. We always try to end it on it. Another young man, young woman, might be a sailor. Sailor's Family. Remember, we're changing that Sailor's Family TV and radio talk show. But, let's go back around the world again right now. Right now, somewhere at an Army post, Great Lakes Naval Training Center, there's a young man or woman just coming through and going through the enlistment process right now. They're going, why the heck did I do this? And they're going, gee, is this the right thing I'm doing? Is everything going right? You've been through it yourself. What would you like to say to that young man or woman right now who's just enlisted and just going through the ranks, as we would say, or through the process?
First, I would say thank you for choosing to be a part of that less than 1% of Americans that defends this nation. Thank you so much. And when you're ready and are looking for an employer, Sears has your six.
Sears has your six.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get any better than that. I'm Steve Tomaszewski. Again, a special thanks to everybody at Sears and Kmart for inviting us out today here in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Tom Aiello, Sears.com, Heroes at Home. Sitting here with Christina Dibble with Sears Jobs. And that website again is?
www.searsholdings.com/military.
Doesn't get any better than that. I'm Steve Tomaszewski. Remember what we always say, if you can't stand behind our troops, I suggest you stand in front of them. We'll be right back with the Soldiers Family TV and radio talk show live at Sears World Headquarters. Happy holidays. Take care.